Hey Josh, is Michael on from GNO yet?
No, ma'am, I haven't seen him.
What?
Don't warn.
Oh.
Mike?
Well, look at it, it's on your wall, right?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, just so we're clear.
Our Mountain Police Department. You did? It should be out to the guys.
What's
I
that?
think that was Palaka.
Well, me, Marcela. I was gonna say you didn't say nothing about us girls, Maris. Ooh.
Mark, are you on? Mark on, Josh?
No, ma'am, you'll see him on the screen.
Okay.
We still have 1 minute or two.
My hotspot's on already. Let me grab my.
So we first we went. Oh, I'm sorry.
I got home.
I know, Yolanda. And I'm not gonna respond because that's not my name. Hi, sorry.
Oh, shoot.
I'm not gonna respond. That's not my name.
You started yelling at me. What the?
Brain fart from a few years ago.
You still live here?
You missed one meeting. You're
For a long time. Yeah, they were planning to move into Stolfton or something. The building. For me? Oh. Uh-huh. Oh. Yeah. I see him at the post office every morning. I haven't seen him in quite a while.
Is that door unlocked?
Yeah.
No,
Vera came in.
Okay, guys, we'll go ahead and get started with the City Council study session for Tuesday, November 23rd at 6 o'clock. We have no old business. First thing on the new business is discussion of the vendor agreement for Yakima Valley Farm Workers Clinic. Using A, that is, hold on. Yeah, it's on the packet. Page 24. Okay, so this agreement is to between the Yakima Valley Farm Workers Clinic and Northwest Community Action Center, and then the city of Mapton. And This is just for them coming in, right, Sylvia, and working with different individuals.
It's for us, you know, how they'll give funding for the water and home, and it's just for us to have an agreement with them to help our citizens.
So like if somebody goes into Northwest Community Action Center and they're gonna help them with water, this would be
We have to have this agreement first.
correct.
Correct.
You guys have any questions on this? No questions? Okay, we'll keep going. Next is discussion of ordinance 2021-1175, amending the garbage rates for the service provided by Yakima Waste. That is on page 32. The ordinance is 32, and the next 33 is their contract. It's what we went through last year with them, where there's like, what's the percentage? Sylvia, is it 50% or something like that? Every
Correct.
year.
And that information is on page 37 there.
Thank you. There we go, guys. So these will be the adjusted rates for 2022, starting January 1. You can see the increase of 48 is only 21 cents. And then the 96 cards it only went up 11 cents. That's what most of us have is the 96. And the yard went up a couple bucks. Not sure. No. Yeah, I don't think I calculated this one. Here. No, okay. It went up 51 cents. And then extra units are 11 cents. So if they go by, if your lid is this much open, it's so much more. This much open, it's so much more. If it's all the way back, it's so many units. Right. 11 cents. 3.
So do you know what percentage it went up?
Yeah, it says right there, I think, right at the top, it says 3% on page
Oh,
37.
yeah, right here. Sophie.
Oh, on the chart.
Yes.
On the actual chart, right?
Yeah.
You guys have any questions on this? And this will be like, that's what they have it at 10% every year. One. You guys have any questions on this? You guys? Okay, we'll go ahead and move on. The next one is a discussion of approval of the final progress estimate and contract vouchers certified for Washington Street overlay. That is on page, oh, there's no page number. Yeah, 18. There's a page number 17, but we don't have it. So this is the project that they done on Washington where they done the overlay. There is one thing on their punch list that they need to finish, but it's not with the City of Mapton, it's actually with the Department of Transportation. The corner that hits Mapton Sunnyside Highway and Washington, they don't like that. They don't like the ramp. So they have to redo that ramp, but everything else is finished.
My God.
So this is the, to pay them out. And then we're done with that. total.
And then Mayor, did you want to talk to Gino now or do you want to wait till the actual meeting?
No, that's fine. If he's on, we can go ahead and have a little discussion with him. Is
Okay.
he on?
So they're on. I have to upgrade them, but they're there.
Okay.
Give it just a second. I didn't ask if they were ready either, so they may not be ready right now, but give them just a second.
Hi, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
And hi, Michael.
So sorry about that. It didn't link my phone audio to the video feed I have going. How are you guys?
You're doing well, thank you. We're discussing the Washington Street project.
Yeah. So I think as the mayor said, they're what we would call substantially complete, if not physically complete. But as the mayor said, one of the curb ramps that was installed along SR 241, the highway there, was actually it's slightly out of ADA compliance, which, as you probably know, we build things to strict ADA compliance, and so as a part of that, the contractor is required by the contract to build things to ADA compliance, and they are fully aware and in agreement that they need to come back and fix that. But on the other end of things, we've been talking with TIB, and of course, they like to get the finances of the project straightened out. And so on their end, they're just basically asking to wrap up what the final progress estimate is going to be, and get that through council so we can wrap up the TIB contract with the city there. Now the contractor on the project, even after we wrap up the TIB contract, is still obligated to a 2-year warranty period on the work. And so, you know, even if there was work that cropped up that was due to the faulty installation or construction practices that cropped up within the next 2 years, they would still be obligated to go out there and fix it. So, that, as is probably standard as you guys have seen on previous construction projects that we've done in the city. So, yeah, that's kind of the backstory on the final progress estimate for Washington Street. Do you guys have any questions on that?
So what's due now, Michael, is the 136 to 411, correct?
Yes, let me pull that up. Sorry, I kind of having a tough time hearing here, but I can confirm the final number for you.
$47,799.30. I thought.
Yeah, so final progress estimate number 2, which will be the full, bring the city to the full amount that the project will pay out. The total payment for progress estimate 2 is $136,224.11, and the total contract amount, which is actually under the original contract amount, will come to $247,799.30. So $247,799.30.
That's gonna close tonight.
It looks like we're about to close. They're going to shut our system down for a reboot, our IT support, but we're almost done with this, so maybe we can get through it before the end of this session. You guys have any questions on anything? No?
No.
Okay. Thank you, Michael.
Thanks, Kay.
Thank you. So the next thing is we're gonna go into executive session.
Attorney.
Jamie, do you want to go into executive session?
I hadn't planned on it, but if you want to, this is respect to employment issues?
Correct.
Is that the question?
Yes.
That would be fine if you wanted to do that.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and go into executive session. So
Time.
at 6:12,
And how long?
it shouldn't take more than 15 minutes.
Correct.
Okay, give me
So
just.
Josh,